And right in this area here, is this the young man?
Yes.
Okay.
Difficult. The defense elected, James, strategically not to cross any of these witnesses to allow them to get off the stand as quickly as possible. Was there anything they could have said or should have said, or do you agree with the decision to, hey, there's nothing to say here?
I agree with the decision. There's no dispute that this fire occurred. There's no dispute that these individuals perished in the fire. So what can the defense do? I mean, their real defense here is, look, you don't have any direct evidence tying Stanley Ford to these crimes. He just happens to be in the wrong place in the wrong time as a neighbor, but that doesn't mean that he killed them. There were other individuals who may have had beefs with these particular families. So, what can they possibly say? There's no disputing that this was a tragic fire, and these fire department officials are in no way implicating Stanley Ford. They're just saying what they observed. So, good decision on their part. Why waste any time with the jury and really nothing to gain by undermining their testimony?
Yeah, a little different than yesterday when we saw lead detective Stewart on the stand. This was a witness that we heard a lot from our viewers on, and this is the lead detective. She's retired. She had some difficulty recalling some things. At some points she was humming and then whistling. The engagement was suspect. Let's take a listen to some of her testimony, then I want to talk about the importance of it. She's talking about not following up on alibis. That was the cross-examination question. Here's that back and forth.
Ronald Garrett, the guy that lived in the basement with Thomas Hughley, you find him 4 days later, you interview him, correct?
Yes.
You ask him about his whereabouts that night, don't you?
Yes.
And you get information that he's at his niece's house, correct?
He went to a niece's house, an aunt's house, and then later I think it's his child's mother's house.
Yeah.